Hi everyone, welcome to another video. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in Tokyo. The weather is so cold, it's like low 20s today, and it's all overcast and it's been raining and it's just been really, really nice. I'm so done with summer. I cannot wait for autumn. Today's video is going to be a favorites video for the month of August, so without further ado, I'll just jump straight into it. Okay, so the first category is music, and the first artist I'm going to be talking about is, I don't think anyone's heard of him, Tchaikovsky. Now I know putting Tchaikovsky in a favorites video is going to seem like the most affected, like artsy thing to do. I have genuinely been listening to the Nutcracker soundtrack like over and over and over again. And the reason why I was listening to the Nutcracker soundtrack is because I wrote a short story that was inspired by The Waltz of the Flowers. I was like listening to it over and over and over again as I was writing and editing this story. And because I got into the habit of listening to it, I just kind of kept listening to it again and again and again and again. The Nutcracker, the music from the Nutcracker is one of the most magical soundtracks ever. It just reminds me of Christmas. It's so brilliant. I love it. I loved the Barbie Nutcracker movie when I was a child, so that's where I know the music from. So it's just very, very magical to me. I've never seen the ballet. I really badly want to see the Nutcracker ballet one day. Now the next few musical things on this list are just going to be specific songs because I haven't like properly fallen in love with any albums this month. Okay.
La La Land except Ryan Gosling's replaced with Kevin Frog.
The first song is Habits. I don't even know who the original artist of this song is, I can't remember their name, but specifically it is the Postmodern Jukebox version of the song.
Well, you're gone and I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind.
I love Postmodern Jukebox so much. One of my best friends showed it to me and I just absolutely fell in love with all of the music. I just listen to everything on repeat so much. If you don't know what Postmodern Jukebox is, I'll link them in the description down below. It's basically popular music that has been covered to sound like vintage music. And it's just so brilliant. The artist who sings Habits, she's my absolute favorite. All of her covers I absolutely adore. But it's had a bit of a reprise with me this month. I've been listening to it again and again and again when I've been on the train. I'm not really a fan of the version of the song that plays on the radio. I don't think it's the original, I think it's a remix of it. But oh, Tove Love. Tove Love is the name of the person who originally made the song. Cool, remembered that one. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of the original or the remix or whatever, but I love the Postmodern Jukebox version. The lyrics are so like sad and morbid and just depressing, and it just goes so nicely with the music and it's so dramatic, and I just love everything about it. The next two songs I'll talk about together, mostly because I discovered them at the same time and they're by different bands, both of whom I don't actually listen to. The first song is Take Care by Beach House.
I take care of you. Yeah, you.
And the second song is It All Feels Right by Washed Out. Now I discovered these two songs by listening to like the Google Play playlists. I'm pretty sure these songs were on Gentle Indie Jangle, which is what I spoke about last month for my past favorites video. But I absolutely love these two songs. They're very, very like dreamy and lovely. In particular, I've been listening to them on the train. I love listening to loud music on the train. I'm always very hyper aware to check if anyone can hear my music because I'm like terrified of being rude or like annoying the people around me. Yeah, I love listening to music on the train. It's just like so therapeutic and peaceful, and like you feel a part of the world but separate at the same time. I don't know. But yeah, these two songs, because I think they're really, really interesting. I love listening to them, and I've been listening to them over and over and over and over again, like I do with all music, because I get really obsessive over it. Okay, the next thing on my favorites list are these pants just here. They are pajama pants from Uniqlo. They were like, God, I can't even remember. They were like 1,000 yen or something, really, really cheap. And I love them so much. If you know me very well, you will know that I love pajamas. There is no greater joy in life than wearing brand new pajamas with brand new fluffy socks. Like, just that is the epitome of joy, pretty much. And these are the nicest pajama pants ever. I love them so much. They're absolutely brilliant for like summertime because they're very, very thin and airy. I love the blue stripes so much. I just really, really love the way this pattern looks. My favorite thing about them though is the cut and the shape. They essentially flare out at the calf and they just make a really nice silhouette for a pajama pant. And it's really, really flowy, so when you're walking around, your pants kind of swish. And I love that. It's like one of the reasons I love wearing like midi skirts and calf length skirts, is because I like the swishiness of clothes as you walk. And the next thing falls into the best category of all, which is food. There are so many different foods in Tokyo, which I absolutely love, which you can't get in Australia. But one of the main ones, which I've been eating far too much of, are these. These are called choco pie, and they might be the love of my life. I love them so much. Look, basically I love anything with chocolate in it. I am a massive chocolate person. I love chocolate so much, but these are just the best biscuits in the entire world. The first time I had a biscuit like this, it was in South Korea, and there were these like matcha flavored chocolate, basically like choco pies. I can't remember if it was the same brand, but it was really, really similar. And they were matcha flavored. They were huge. I bought them from the convenience store every single day we were in Korea and ate the entire packet. They were so good. But anyway, these are pretty close to that. These are what the biscuits look like. They're basically just chocolate biscuits. They are so good. So good. And the last two favorites are Instagram accounts that I have been absolutely loving this month. The first one is Moochie the Cow, which is an Instagram account dedicated entirely to this adorable pet cow. Now, I first discovered Moochie when I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw this post. Obviously, I retweeted it because it was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I stumbled like a couple weeks later on the actual Instagram for the cow, and it's just, I love this cow so much, and I've scrolled through this Instagram so many times, and I think more people need to appreciate the adorableness of this pet cow. Look, maybe it's because I grew up surrounded by dairy cows and cattle, but I love this cow so much and it's so cute. And the feed for this Instagram is just adorable and it brings me so much joy. I've like actually bookmarked it on my computer, so whenever I'm like a little bit grumpy, I just like scroll through the Instagram and it's so cute. And then the last one is an Instagram account by the name of BonPon511. I absolutely love this account. I think it's so cute as well. It actually belongs to an adorable Japanese couple who, when they dress, they make sure their clothes match. Not only is their styling absolutely adorable, like irrespective of their age, I love their outfits. I think they're really, really cool. But the fact that they match clothes is just the cutest thing ever. And something that's really, really interesting about being in Japan and living in Japan is that a lot of couples will dress so that their clothes match here. For example, if you go to Disneyland, a lot of couples will wear the exact same jumper, the same pants, the same shoes, or they'll wear a slight variation of what the other is wearing. Friends do the same thing as well, so a lot of people adorably dress in matching outfits. It's not just at Disneyland, like people do it in other places as well, but it's just a really, really interesting thing that happens here, and it's something that I really love about living in Japan. So I totally recommend going and following them as well because they are adorable and you will not be disappointed. And that was the very last thing on my list of favorites this month. I'm sorry if the lighting has been really terrible in this video because I totally left filming today until way too late and the sun is now set and I had to turn the lights on and everything's gonna be really yellow. But I hope it turns out okay and it's not too bad. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. Please let me know what you thought about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and have a lovely day. Bye.